Hello students, welcome to the data science course. In this session, we are going to check the introduction about data science. We are going to study what is data, what are different formats of data, further, how this data can be processed into some meaningful format. We are also going to see how data can be analyzed so that its pattern and behavior can be understood. Let us start with what do you mean by data? Data is just a collection of raw alphanumerical values which are used for communication between two different entities. When this data is processed and it can be converted into some meaningful pattern, we can find some intention behind this raw data, it becomes our information. Further, when this information is converted into simplest format and well organized format, it can be termed as an knowledge. Let me tell you, knowledge is different for different person because it is user dependent. Let me tell you how. Raw data, as in front of you on the screen, can be just a combination of alphanumerical values, further, which can be converted into some graphical format or table format or any well organized format, which is called as an information. When this graphical format or any kind of well organized format is seen by any user, it can be interpreted for different point of view, and thus that can be termed as a knowledge which is user based. This knowledge is depends upon who the user is looking for the information, why he is looking for the information, when he is looking for the information, etc. Based on that, he has its own point of view to see towards that information and convert that information into his own knowledge. Let us see what are different type of data. Based on arrangement, we can convert data into two different parts. The data can be it into structured data or it can be as an unstructured data. Whenever our data is arranged in a table format, which is well organized format, it is called as structured data. For examples, you might have seen Excel files, CSV files, or any kind of data on the Google Sheets. All this kind of data is just a structured data. And let's say we do not have any kind of table format, just text are written or there are images and videos. This kind of data are called as unstructured data set. Let us see how we can divide this data into different format. The data can be as in text, image, video, audio, or any other format. Further, let us see that what are the steps and what is the sequence that we are going to check in the data science process. Okay, so in this data science course, very first thing is about the data generation, which is actually not a task of the data science team. We will get a ready-made data from different departments and different locations. We just have to check how we can fetch this data from our data centers into our compiler. That is called as data importing. Very first, we have a data set given by our team, like let's say for example marketing team, finance team, HR team, or any other team. They will give you a ready-made data. You just have to import this data in some convenient analyzing tool, that can be Python, R programming, JavaScript, or any other thing. Then this data needs to be integrated or separated sometimes for making our data analysis simpler. Once we have done the data integration or data isolation, further we can go ahead for the data pre-processing, which is also called as data preparation. In this step, we are going to check for blank values, we will check for irrelevant data, we will check for outliers and all other different kind of difficulties that we may face in data analysis process. Then in further step, we are going to actually analyze the data and then we are going to visualize the processed format of data into different graphical formats. The data visualization can be in line chart, pie chart, histogram, bar chart, column chart, any kind of different kind of data visualization can be done. This data visualization is then interpreted and some insights are concluded from this particular visualization. This is just an overview of how the data science process can be held. Thank you.